If you're watching this, you are most likely a family man. You want to be a better version of you for your family. You want to be a capable protector for your family. Now, I'm a little bit ill today, and I was sparring with one of my brothers, and honestly, I just kept gassing out. And it made me think, guys, like the amount of people who overestimate their ability when they are not capable of protecting their family, and when it does eventually come to having to protect your family, it's game over. And I really hope that if some of you guys aren't capable of fighting but you overestimate yourself, I really hope that you don't get into a physical confrontation anytime soon, because it's going to be devastating. Now, you need to move with haste on this. You need to move with haste. Now, I always recommend to every guy at least one fighting session per week. Now, going to the gym, building muscle, building physical presence is going to reduce the risk of people trying to mess with your family. So you should work on that while simultaneously sparring once a week and once or twice a week doing technique, boxing, classes, one-to-one sessions, even your own study, going to the gym, doing it on the bag. Because another thing is as well, guys, another thing I like to say, a lot of guys can punch, but a lot of guys can't fight. There's a difference between looking good on the bag and actually being able to fight, because it's easy. The bag, you can hit the bag hard. The bag doesn't move, one. Two, the bag doesn't move to put you in awkward angles, and the bag isn't hurting you. See, when you're sparring, you're being hurt, you're having to think of your feet placement, you're having to think of how to get in, how to feint, how to move, and all these things at once. You'll be switching stances and going low and going off balance. That ain't gonna happen with a bag. Whereas if you go off balance and you switch stance and you've got your head exposed for one moment, boom, that is lights out for any guy who's even experienced in any way when it comes to fighting. Because you'll also realize when you go to a fight gym, you will realize the skill gap between the average guy, i.e., you, and an elite fighter, or even a guy who just trains fighting regularly. It is a world of a difference. And you build confidence through that. You gain more humility. You become more humble through that. And you meet some really, really good people. So it's something I would really, really suggest is going to a fight gym, one. Two, weight training 3 to 4 times a week. Working on compounds to begin with. This is going to build your strength. It's going to help with endurance. It's going to help with discipline. Training to failure is going to help with discipline. So that's going to carry on into being a better protector. You're going to build a more muscular foundation. That's going to give you more confidence. You're going to be more definitive. You're going to talk, act, walk, speak, everything with more conviction. And it's going to make you more of a threat in all aspects of life. It's going to make people think twice before messing with your family. And it's also going to benefit you massively when it comes to career, when it comes to business, when it comes to relationships. All aspects of life, you should be a capable man. You should be competent. Masculine competence is the superpower to life. It is the key. It is the code to life, to just be competent. One thing I always like to say to myself is be a capable protector, be a capable provider, be a capable leader. Serve the world, serve God. And if you do that, you're doing a lot of things right. Right? Right. You're doing a lot of things right. So, you should be hitting the gym. You should be eating clean. You should be eating for performance. You should have morning routines, daily habits, daily non-negotiables to level up your discipline, to increase performance in all aspects and areas of life, so you can be more competent for your family. You think about this, right? You come home from work, but because your diet is terrible, because you don't take action, because you don't hit the gym after work, you come home, you're slumped on the couch. You're so tired on the couch, right? Someone breaks into your house. Now, one, you don't have the fighting capability. Two, you don't have the discipline. Three, you are extremely tired and you don't even want to fight the guy off. Now, that's going to be devastating for your family. Your family is going to get massacred. Now, think about this. If you were a guy, and it's not just about muscle, right? Muscle helps for reducing physical confrontations. No one tries to fight me. I don't look like a pussy. But if you're a pussy, If you look like you won't fight, a lot of people are going to try. And that's going to put your family at risk, first of all. But second of all, going back to the house scenario, if you are the guy that's got a great diet, he's got good energy, comes in, hits the cold shower, goes to the gym, whatever, comes back, he's still got energy, he's still got discipline, he is tired, he's sitting on the couch, he's relaxing, he's winding down, but someone comes into the house and he's been fight training. Now, guys, a guy who can fight with a blade, think like if this guy's got a blade and you've got a blade in your house, but you can fight, it's different. You are a better blade fighter if you can actually fight. Guarantee it. Because the stance, the movement, the angles, the knowledge, just the knowledge, knowing what to do, knowing to protect your neck, knowing to protect your liver, knowing where the liver is. A lot of guys don't even know where their flipping liver is and where their kidneys are. So it's like, how are you going to protect your neck, protect your liver, and protect your kidneys all at the same time so you don't get killed? Like, yeah. Going off track a little bit there, but if you are the guy, no, I don't know if you could hear me that well because I had my mic down there, but if you are the guy who can just switch into killer mode, he's got the discipline, he's got the energy, he's got the fire, he's not going to be like, oh mate, please just take that and just go, please. Like, no, you're going to stand your flipping ground. You're not going to let another man potentially hurt your family. So this is a very, 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 very important thing. Being a role model, being a male, being a leader, being a protector. So just wanted to share some thoughts with you guys because a lot of my stuff is like educational. A lot of my stuff is kind of like looms, boom, this is your problem, apply this, you'll get this outcome, do this, take action, XYZ. But I don't do any like proper just talking videos and just sharing my thoughts and sharing my opinions and XYZ. So I'm gonna implement some more talking videos, talk more about my thoughts, share with you some insight on what you should be doing in your life, things that I've experienced, because I've experienced being that guy that can't fight. I've experienced being that guy who's overestimated himself, looked good on the bag, looked powerful on the bag, went into a fight gym and couldn't even land a shot on the first guy that I sparred. I sparred with the coach of a fight gym. He wiped the floor with me. He was going easy on me. He caught me into a corner, boom, boom, body shot, boom. And I was just there, ah! And then he let me out. And then we went again, and I still didn't even land a shot. So there's a world of a difference, guys. Do not be a victim. Don't let yourself be a victim. This ain't just about building muscle. Like I say, building muscle is going to reduce the chances of physical confrontation. So definitely prioritize that. But even more important than that is being able to fight, is having the strength, hitting the gym, having the discipline, boosting the energy, having a clean diet. Like, just think about this, guys. The bad diet that some of you have is causing you to energy crash at 1 p.m. What if you were mid-energy crash and someone tried to do something to your woman? Or someone in her work, in your woman's work or whatever, or she was at home. You get a phone call. Yeah, this guy's just tried to do X, Y, Z. And you're like, let me get my 20-minute nap and then it'll be over. Nah, ain't gonna happen. Be competent. Be a man. Stop talking. Stop thinking. Start acting. Let's go. Have a good rest of your day. God bless you.